A virtual facelift. I love it. So, good morning. Did you know that that changes in the skin are common symptoms of Parkinson's? Many people with Parkinson's develop oily and flaky skin, especially on the face and on the scalp, and others have trouble with dry skin or excessive sweating. Hello, I'm Joe Rosen. I am the president of Parkinson's Resource Organization, and we're bringing to you more things to know right now. And if you like these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can be alerted of the next video coming out. I'm really pleased and proud to be introducing to you Kytti St. Amand, another of our wellness villagers, our resources. I've had the pleasure of knowing Kytti for nearly 20 years, and Kytti is a fabulous esthetician who owns a spa called Younger by Tonight. And actually, she keeps me younger, except in today's crises. So welcome, Kytti.
Hello, Joe. Nice to be here.
So glad you're joining us. But as an esthetician, you do much more than making a person look younger. People with Parkinson's can be challenged with oily skin, excessively dry skin, flaky or inflamed skin. Let's talk about some of these, Kytti.
Okay. The first thing that I want to talk about is seborrheic dermatitis. And that is, I even have it. It can manifest with redness around the nose, the hairline, the ears. It really can show up anywhere, eyebrows. So it usually is red and irritated, and it gets a little crusty, and then you exfoliate it and it goes away and it comes back. So we won't get too much into psoriasis, but they're in the same family. But things that you can do, because this is a problem with Parkinson's patients, that your first line of defense is you want to scrub it all off, which can cause more inflammation. So there are some ways that you can attack this and help it along. One of the things that keeps coming through is the dandruff shampoos also can be used for a face wash. So you've got, we're going to just talk about things you can
get. I'm glad you brought that up, because dandruff is a problem with many people with Parkinson's. Okay.
Exactly. So a lot of these things cross over, and because you need to access these products right away, you can get them at Walgreens, CVS, or Amazon. So these are the things I stuck to, and they have extremely high ratings. So one of the things is the T/SAL shampoo from Neutrogena. So it's tar and it's salicylic acid. Now you can use that on your face as well as on your scalp. So believe me, I know it sounds odd, but you can do it. You can also use a Head and Shoulders, and there's also other products that have zinc in them. And one is called a DHS zinc shampoo. You can get that on Amazon. Anyway, you want to clean the area quite well. And then you don't want to overload a bunch of oil on it, because there's also some indication that the oils can be causing a certain reaction. Even the oils of olive oil can cause a reaction.
Interesting.
Right. So you want to make sure that you are using a product that that will help you. Now, with that said, what's right for you is not going to be right for the next person. So here's some items that you could use that will help you. One is a product that you can get, again, in the store, CeraVe. I know you hear a lot about it. The dermatologists love this. CeraVe, CERAVE, and it's a moisture lotion. There's also another one called Seb, like seborrhea, so Seb, S-E-B, Claire, and it's an antifungal lotion that you can use on these areas. With that said, as far as cleansing your skin, let's say you don't really want to use the T-Sal shampoo all over your face. So you can, again, CeraVe and has a hydrating cleanser. They also have a CeraVe foaming cleanser, which I like because I feel it lifts more. So you just really have to know if you're a sensitive skin type. Maybe you want to have more of a hydrating cleanser. If you feel like you want a little bit more activity, a foaming cleanser is very gentle, but it foams and it lifts more debris. So along with that, they have there's Cetaphil lotions that are non-oily. CeraVe also has lotions that are non-oily. Neutrogena lotions, not oily. So you can tap into some of these things that will help to hydrate your skin, but won't leave those excess oils on your skin. Seborrhea does have a link with overreactive sebaceous excretion. So you want to make sure that you are tempering that.
Well, and you know, I don't know, it just seems that people with Parkinson's have tendencies to have the seborrhea or the psoriasis. I know that there is a medication that can be used for it if it gets too out of hand. And I think that a dermatologist is the person who can help in that area. So for someone with Parkinson's having that issue, you know, pay attention. So this is a time right now, Kytti, where the world is upside down and everybody is hunkering down and they're in their homes. So how do we keep ourselves elevated? We've got women in this, we've got men in this, and so we talk about the skin issues, but is there more that we could be thinking about on how do we start our day? What do we do? I mean, hydration obviously really important for skin as well as everything else. Any ideas?
Well, one of the things, and even I've been doing it as I've been in what I call a lockdown, is I've been doing more with facials. Now, masks are lovely. They're a lovely idea. Whether you have oily skin or you have dry skin, you can certainly pick a mask that will help you. You have all the time in the world right now, so you might as well give yourself a facial. You want to cleanse with a gentle cleanser. Now, what I want to tell you is in all aspects, when we talk about exfoliation, it is a huge factor in keeping our skin young. And the reason is it takes off that top layer, which is called the stratum corneum, and it removes that layer so your skin can breathe. You would think, oh, I don't want to exfoliate because I have sensitive skin. If you do a gentle exfoliation, your skin is going to be fine with that. It's going to actually oxygenate your skin. It's going to breathe better. Your products are going to absorb better. So it really is a integral part of your facial routine. So you want to cleanse, you want to exfoliate at least once a week.
So what is this thing you exfoliate? Tell us about that.
Well, there's different kinds of exfoliations. I recommend a very soft, fine grain scrub. Like it says on the internet, those crushed up walnut shells that we used to use when we were teenagers doesn't work. It is too harsh on our skin. When we talk about a scrub, we're talking about a very, very fine grit scrub. Neutrogena has it. I could go through products that have them, but you want to look for something that's very, very gentle. After you do that, now if you have a really sensitive skin type, you really don't want to exfoliate with a scrub more than, let's say, once a week. Or you could do something like a retinol. Retinol helps to exfoliate the skin without scrubbing. But if you're going to do something like a facial, you're going to want to do a cleanse, a scrub, a mask, a gentle mask, whether you want something more like a kaolin clay for an oily skin type or something hydrating with ceramides in it for a really dry skin type.
So we're at home now, we're hunkered down. Not everybody has all these products in the house. We're probably not going to go out and get too many of them. Is there something we could take from within the house? I'm probably putting you, I'm putting you on the spot a little bit, but what do we have in the house that we could play with perhaps in doing either a facial or a mask? Is there something there that we might be able to use?
Well, you know, you can always make your own. I didn't get into the ingredients, but you can look it up where you can make your own clay masks. And they also have recipes for making egg masks, which are also very tightening. So there are things online. I just didn't happen to write all the ingredients down. But definitely there are things in the house that you can use.
I thought there were. So one of the things that we should consider doing, at least while we're hunkering down, is to take care of ourselves, take care of our skin, but make ourselves feel better every day by getting up and doing something for us. I love that idea. And Kytti, I could probably use some ideas myself. So when we finish this today, maybe I'll give you a call and we'll see what else I could do for me.
Great. Great.
I can't wait till the spa reopens, but what do you offer at the spa? What can someone look forward to if they're in our area, because you're in Palm Desert, but when COVID-19 is over and people can start looking at things to look forward to, what would they look forward to if they came to your spa?
Well, I would recommend a really nice, hydrating, relaxing facial. The steam, the masks, extractions, certainly exfoliation, massage, neck, shoulder, arms, hands, face. It really will put you to ease, especially getting back into our daily routines. And possibly no one has pampered you since this whole thing began.
If they're trying
Another
to
thing that we offer at the
home.
spa is, as we've been in the
and
house, and Joe, you mentioned this earlier, we're not taking care of ourselves as much. We just, I mean, I think I put makeup on maybe around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a horrible sight. So we offer advanced technologies for women and men that want to stimulate collagen, tighten the skin, lift and firm the muscles, and it is what we call the works. And so it really helps to stimulate the skin for a long period of time. It lasts for at least 3 to 4 weeks after you've been in the spa. So these are rejuvenating facials. And so we offer both.
I can tell you that, I've so missed my last facial, which came in right after, my appointment was right before we had to go into, or right as we went into lockdown. So I really miss it, but I can tell you that coming out of your spa, I see men coming out that look so refreshed and so cleansed and just so revitalized, if you will. And I see women coming out and they're gleaming. They're gleaming rather. They're just, it's really nice to see. So as an esthetician, as a facialist, as my person, I'm so grateful that you came on today to talk about what people with Parkinson's can do if they have skin issues. But also what we all can do on a daily basis, which is hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Do what you can for yourself. And if someone, so someone can actually get a hold of you, Kytti. All they have to do is go to the Wellness Village. They can click on your page in there. You're under beauty. And a couple of other categories, but beauty for sure. They can click on your page and they can go directly to your web page. And in that process, they can get products if you have products there. Do you have products on your?
We do have products. As soon as we reopen, I will be able to service our clients with our products, but I love our products. They're younger. They're our own brand, Younger by Tonight products.
And if someone contacts you through your website, can you reach back to them?
Yes, there's a submission form as well. And yes, you'll have my personal information on there as well. Yes.
Terrific. I am so grateful. These are really good things to know right now because God knows we all need to be lifted up. And so go to the Wellness Village, find my friend Kytti St. Amand, who's magnificent, who I've loved for years now, and who makes me actually look younger. I'm 112 today, so thanks very much. And so, in addition to that, I'd like to invite any of you and all of you to come to, or to start coming to our virtual meetings called the Village Meetings, which will start on the 15th of April. This is Parkinson's Awareness Month. And so we all want to be aware of ourselves and of the people with Parkinson's. Actually, at Parkinson's Resource Organization, we think of people with Parkinson's daily. It's not a monthly thing. It's not a once-a-year thing. We eat, breathe, sleep, and live for people with Parkinson's and their caregivers and their families. And so, Kytti, thank you so much for your support of us in every way, not just keeping our face and our skin tight, but Kytti is also a person who has raised money for us by Dancing with Our Stars 2 years in a row. She made a tremendous amount of money, and she's a really fine dancer. So Thanks so much, everyone, for listening.
you.
Kytti, thank you so much for being here. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you, Joe.